Legend. You have 30 seconds to plan. And on this one,
Yeah.
they have around about 8 minutes before the first attack. So that's a bit more.
Yeah.
But try to take as much time as possible.
Oh, here we go. And we're in. Achilles is going in with the Hogs. We got a mix of regular and super Hogs in with this Queen charge. As that Flame Flanger, looking like it can make its way towards that scatter shot. Has a nice skeleton spell, going to provide the distraction for that monolith so the Queen can continue her charge right on in.
Yes, he's charging right in, but right into that tornado trap as well. Into all of the damage, and there's even the monolith waiting. And now, even worse, the scatter shot is targeting his healers. He has to make sure that this scatter shot is going down quickly. And it's back on the Queen now. There is the Hard Rider. It's doing a positive thing, luring out the Tesla, but a bad thing of raging up that scatter. And there's even more damage now on the Queen, with the Royal Champion coming in from the bottom side. And the Hard Riders are finally in for the party, joining everything. Hopefully crush the base.
And he drops that freeze early on the defensive rage, so it doesn't get activated. With that Warden Blade protecting the Hogs, moving his way through. And that Queen is now going to follow that King up and around towards that Eagle Artillery, trying to continue his path through. The Royal Champion already burned her ability, but now have to take out the defending King. As we got a Party Wizard, a Baby Dragon still to use with an air defense at the backside. Valkyries do come out of the Flame Flanger. They're going to be running around the edge. He needs to continue his way through. The Queen, though, she is up, and she makes her way straight into the multi, and this is going to be a 3-star here for Achilles, taking this base down with that Queen charge Hog Rider attack. Well done.
Such a clean Queen charge, keeping her alive, and even better, the Flame Flinger. I mean, we have talked about it so much that the Flame Flinger is by far the strongest siege machine for a lot of those pros. If you can set it up, if you can combine it with a Queen charge, with a hero dive or something, and if you can protect it, the siege machine itself is already taking down half of the base with the clan castle troops. Not even came out yet, and you cannot compare this to any other siege machine because there is no other siege machine which can deal as much damage to a base as this one, and he made really good use of that, really perfectly getting all of the value. And this now means, well, ATS Army, they have to go next.
They do indeed. They're going to have to answer. Can they bring a 3-star of their own? We saw the Hogs work for United Gaming. Can they bring more Hogs? I mean, they can bring the Hogs, they can bring the Lalo, they can bring many different attack strategies. And ATS, they will have the 3-star as well to keep pace with what United Gaming just did. And again, this is elimination. The pressure is on these teams. You do not want to go home. You want to keep your push. You want to keep your hopes alive, because if you get eliminated at any point today or tomorrow and you don't make it to the playoffs, you don't get included in that prize money. So essentially, you make just as much as the person who never made it in or even played, competed in this Clash Masters Gold Edition. So you really want to make it to that playoff stage to not only get into the prize pool distribution, but also try to have a chance at getting that golden ticket. As now we have Sniper coming in with a Hog attack of his own here, Itsu.
Yes, we see more Hog Rider attacks, but we see a blimp to start things off. There's a black mine, but the blimp is crossing the wall and getting into that compartment. The wall break, though, is opening. I think he wants to open towards that scatter shot. Let's see if the Yeti Mites can still take that out. But right now, it looks like no. That scatter shot staying alive is a big deal.
Yeah, that's unfortunately going to be a big problem now, as that Queen's going to path her way into the multi. She can potentially... Is that open walled by the Arch Tower? Looks like it, so maybe she walks up and around, or let's see the pathing. If he drops a wall breaker, we'll go for the sweeper compartment, and then the Queen may walk back down and around. We're going to have to see where she goes as he continues this charge through some ground skeletons. Luckily, the Eagle is not yet activated, so he's got his... he can take his time, but eventually he's going to be pulling out this clan castle as the Queen charges closer.
Yes, he has to make sure that he's waiting for the Bidra to go down, though, because exactly that, the wall breaks are going to target that corner first. Let's see the second wall break. No, the second wall break is not working, and this means that, well, that queen is not going for the town hall, and that is a huge problem, especially with the scatter earlier not going down. This is the scatter shot then luring that queen further towards the bottom side, and he has to somehow start his hog riders into the town hall, and that is always a nightmare. You never want to have this happen, but he has to somehow handle this now.
Yes, the king can activate the town hall if he just damages it. He just waits hope. No, maybe the Phoenix can. No, it doesn't. It goes for the queen. The queen gets raged up. Her ability is forced through this monolith, and here comes some super hogs to the left side. But he needs to get the hogs to go get the town hall, which they should be able to after he hits 51%. They're going for the builder hut, slowly 53, and there you go. It activates. The warden ability can help protect not only the hogs to the town hall, but also the broad champion to the left side. As his queen is continuing her charge at the bottom, the town hall explodes. He does have a skeleton. He does have a freeze. He's hanging on. Just, he might have a chance here. Hang on.
I mean, he has the royal ability, so for sure, that is an option. The scatter shot is the last defense, which is a big threat, and keeping that queen alive really was the big difference maker for him. And that queen is now going to finish things off. The last couple of tests, what a beautiful recovery that was. A lot of things are not going his way, but in the end, Sniper is turning things around and getting a 3-star as well for the ATS side. And this means the match is back being tied up. Both teams are starting off with 3 stars, showing that there is a reason why they're the Swiss stage. They just need to turn things around now to get more 3 stars.
What a recovery. That was fantastic. We were thinking, well, at this point, now you just got to try to save the 2, right? Don't get a 1-star. The 3-star was kind of starting to fade away as the blimp didn't get it. Then the wall breaks failed. And then the town hall didn't activate. And so things started not going his way. But the queen walking down there helped get some fantastic value. And it ended up working. So, sometimes when your plan doesn't go according to plan, you have to adjust on the fly, and then it works better than you originally planned. Maybe if he did his normal attack, he wouldn't have been as strong because the queen wouldn't have got the value down to the bottom side. Either way, a 3-star is a 3-star at the end of the day. That is what they are aiming for. And now United Gaming Fluxy is looking to go in with a 3-star, and a hybrid is back. We haven't seen a hybrid all day in these matches, so let's see what Fluxy can do with the miners, the hogs, a battle drill as well.
Oh, I'm excited for this one. Seeing the hybrid back in action is always such a nice thing. I mean, it was such a cool strategy, especially for let's say normal clashers, because it's most of the time it's such an easy queen charge approach, but you always have to charge the town hall. You just have to keep your queen during that alive. And, well, let's see if Fluxy can do exactly that with this queen charge.
Slowly but surely, taking care of these lava pups. Going to be able to now, does have to rage the queen up here through these double expos, Archer Tower on his queen. At least he's taking care of this clan castle. Where is this queen going to go? It's the symmetrical base. So he drops the Yeti to the top side. Drops a couple hogs to the Archer Tower. Does it go down? Yes. So the queen can walk up, and then he's going to try to get the queen to path in towards this multi-clash town hall. Will she walk in? Archer Tower with a Yeti. Yes, it goes down. So the queen does now path into the town hall here.
Perfect funneling right there. Really nicely done. As soon as the town hall is getting attacked from that queen, he's starting with the hybrid. The eagle shots are versus the queen, which is not a big deal. Now the freeze for the monolith the first time. Remember, that monolith might be a really big deal. Invisibility spell to protect those healers and the queen. And the hybrid is pushing really quickly into the base. But the queen is kind of suffering at the moment.
Ooh, yeah, that queen is getting spun around. Healers are all gone to the red air bombs. Warden needs to burn the ability. Yes, protects the hybrid now. Queen was able to grab the Infernos, which is going to be so clutch now for the miners and the hybrid continuing their path through. He tried to freeze up the enemy RC, but he didn't get that. But he did actually get the scatter shot frozen as he continues his way around. but that defensive rage, that rage up that multi-target inferno did so much damage, and they seem to have disappeared so fast here, Itsu.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It feels like there's no difference between using a heal or not using a heal with how much power the Rage Up Multi-Inferno Tower has. It just feels kind of strange sometimes, but he's still recovering with a really solid percentage in the end, because remember, we have seen quite a few matches today which all came down to percent, so that is the important thing for him, to pick up every single percentage which he could. And I mean, this is getting really at the high percentage, like high 90s at the moment, 95 overall. That is just a solid percentage. I think Flaxy can be, I mean, it's always hard to say, can be happy about that, because I know at this point he's just going to be super upset that it did not work.
Yeah.
But I think it's not going to be the end of the world.
Well, it could be. Matches have come down to a 1-star differential. You won a percentage, but you didn't win on stars. So, you know, you hate to see it when it comes down to that. And as a player, you feel that responsibility, even though the rest of your teammates are like, no, it's not your fault. It's a team game. Everyone's attacks matter. They come together. But, you know, it hurts, right? Where you lose by a star and you could have won on it, but who knows, you know? There's always the next time, but the next time is the last time to try to get that golden ticket, or one of the 4 given away. So they really want to focus on here, because you don't have many opportunities to get to a Swiss stage and then have a chance at a playoff bracket, as Cody is now in with the E-Dragons. 6 E-Dragons in the mix, and he's decided to bring in a Ice Hound as well.
Oh, this could be the strategy of the rank 8 player in Legend League, which he is doing exactly with this army. He's always going far side with the E-Dragons, and then using a blimp. But he's not using the Super Archer blimp. Instead, what he normally does, he's using a combination of Super Minion and Super Wizards inside that blimp. It's a really weird combination, but I mean, he got to rank 8 with that strategy, so it somehow has to work, right? I mean, otherwise this shouldn't be that high up. But let's see if he is using exactly that. Yep, there's the minion. He should have the Super Wizards in there as well, or is he only using the Super Minions? No, there are the Super Wizards as well.
Yeah.
The combination is just so good, because what is the weakness to Super Minion? A lot of archers, a lot of different troops. Traps, for example, like the skeletons. And the Super Wizards are perfect for countering exactly that. And you can see the value is really good from that blimp.
Wow, that blimp did get some really fantastic value, as now he can drop the RC to the bottom side. But the problem is the defensive king is down there, as his king is going to move into the air defense. Royal Champions coming to the multi, drops in a headhunter to help try to take this king down. With the RC, was able to grab the multi relatively easily. It's not looking too bad here, as that king is going to pop his ability running through. RC is going to have to burn her ability. It's going to go through. The queen's going to have to work onto the scavenger. Hopefully the defensive rage can't come back in time, but we do have a ground expo that is locked onto the king when he came back alive, but he is gone now. No ability for the RC as he runs around. Does he have enough push here with the queen ability? Really the biggest thing left for him is, oh, there's a couple Teslas, cannons. Oh boy.
There's quite a few defense left at this point, so the queen needs to have a really crazy run to make this happen. Ability can be used any second now. It has to be used, but wait a second, there's a skeleton trap, and that makes the queen ability nearly completely useless, with losing all of her special shots versus that trap. And now it's about the unicorn. Can the unicorn keep that queen alive versus so many defenses? I would say no.
No, I can't see it. Cannon, Archer Tower, Tesla, all on that queen, and she goes down. And it is a defense, so unfortunately not able to get that. What do you think? Do you think sending that RC into the king made all the difference there? If the RC was sent somewhere else, you think maybe could it have worked?
Hard to tell. I mean, at some point, the backend had to go down, and I feel like sending in the Royal Champion alone from the top right side, I'm not sure if that would have been better, but it's always hard to tell. I feel like with
Yeah.
this strategy, what is so weird to me is that the E-Dragons always seem to like to get no value. But then again, I think about like, wait, but this strategy is one of the few strategies which got to the top 8 in Legend League. I mean, there's only 4 strategies which are used in the top 10 globally in Legend, which is Queen Charge Lalo 1 from Bernal. Then we had Zap Lalo a couple of times from Stars, and then we had Zap Titans quite a couple of times. But then we had the E-Dragon, this specific E-Dragon strategy. Those were the strategies used in the last top 10 from Legend. And I mean, there has to be a reason why this strategy is there. And it looks so weird sometimes with those E-Dragons. But I don't know. This time it just did not work.
Interesting. Well, now, I'm taking notes. I'm learning these things from you, Itsu. So educational there of all the top players pushing up, and this strategy, if it's able to make it that high and stay up there, definitely something to take note of and to mess around with. So take your screenshots, build the army in your quick train, practice it in some friendly challenges, and see how you fare with it. As we've got Super Dragons for Graticus, but it's a Lightning Super Dragons, which we've seen work. Okay, so the Recall Super Dragons is not working right now at the moment, but this attack has. So let's see what Graticus can do here.
Yeah, we have a really compact town hall area with not too many defenses targeting air. He's deciding now to fly in with the blimp. What is in there? It is just loons. Can they take down the Expo as well? Yes, indeed. That is great value for just that blimp right there. And now it's all about the Super Dragons. As you have said, the Super Dragons trying to take down this base and get another 3-star on the list for United Gaming.
Yeah, with that Warden pushing in behind these Super Dragons, gonna really set this funnel to get the Super Dragons straight into the core. They can then help grab the CC troops, which is archers, and the Queen's going off to the right. Archers and more archers, super minions. King trying to help protect this Queen through the ground Expo. If these Super Dragons under a Warden build, it can get rage and clear this whole core. This can be completely gutted and allow the heroes to run all the way around.
Yeah, but now the damage explodes from all of those raged up Expos, the raged up multi-infernal towers and stuff, but Super Dragons are quite healthy, at least for now. Expos are going down, which is important. We have the Queen with her ability. The King has already lost his ability early on, but the Phoenix is now summoned and can tank some more air defense shots or maybe Black Mines for the remaining Super Dragons. We have the Queen and the Royal Champ with both abilities. Is this going to be enough, though?
We gotta freeze. The RC ability would be clutch to skip through here. I'm gonna assume he's gonna freeze for his Royal Champion to try to have her jump to the scatter shot, because it's behind the wall, but ground skeletons do pop. There's the freeze. Now the Diggy can help protect the RC by stunning the scatter. Super Dragon makes its way in. That's gonna look to help take out the scatter. It goes down. Now the Queen's gonna make her way down to the bottom with ability. He might just be able to hang on if no traps, if skeletons or something like that comes up to be crazy down here. But he's got 40 seconds. Headhunter can help to tank the cannon. Pops the ability. And I think Graticus has got it here.
United Gaming getting the next 3-star, making the Super Dragons work with the Lightnings together. Really, really nicely done. And this now is back to ATS. They now need to get their own 3-star to keep this match close. Remember, this is for the tournament elimination, or like whichever team is losing this one is out of this tournament and out of the chance of winning the golden ticket for this third or like fourth golden ticket overall. And so far, United Gaming are looking pretty good. I mean, they have the 3-star lead, they have the percentage lead, even if ATS are going to 3-star. So for them, it looks good. But we have seen matches getting turned around earlier today, so nothing is safe for them.
Yeah, nothing is safe, so we're going to have to see what they can do with the remaining attacks. We've seen now 3 attacks coming in for United Gaming and 2 for ATS. So ATS needs to triple to keep pace, to stay in at with the same star count. And here we go with their attack, which is going to be E-Dragons. It looks like they're going to do the same attack, similar to what you were talking about before here, Itsu.
Yes, it seems like it's exact same attack, but This time we have 2 sweepers pointing into the direction of the E-Dragons. Let's see how that's going to work. I mean, that is going to be wide. Let's hope that there's no internet connection issue. And let's hope that we're going to be back in the attack in just a second.
Oh, we're hoping. There we go. Okay, we're back. As super minions do come out of the CC, Warden is down to fly in with these E-Dragons. The Blimp is down. There's a Rage, and we're going to have the Warden ability protect perfectly so the Sweeper doesn't get any shots off. Oh, but the other one does. Uh-oh. Oh, yes, he's another freeze. And the Blimp make it to where he wants to land. There's the Invis, and he grabbed the Town Hall.
He grabbed the Town Hall. That's the question. The Super Wizards, I think, are kind of stuck if he has the same combination again. It seems like, though, this time we have a lot of Super Minions, so it seems like no Super Wizards this time around. But you can see, again, like, those E-Dragons, they're just going down so quick. But I feel like at this point, it's all about the heroes again. And there's, again, a king on this bottom side, but this time it's, well, the queen who has to take care of him.
Yeah, the king does go down, so it allows his RC not to get stuck onto the king, so she can keep running all the way around. The Electro Titan can really help through any skeletons that pop up down here, as the queen's going to keep walking around. But now the problem is we got to make your RC invisible to help protect and take out that defensive queen. But the problem is the defensive Rage spell on the backside up by that multi-target Inferno as he pops queen ability, finds the skeleton trap that pops right here. Does he have enough? We're going to have to burn this king ability soon. Hopefully he can keep this Expo off his heroes of the RC, but no, she's going down. Pops her ability. And now this king, though, is going to run all the way up and around with that now raged up Expo and multi.
Yeah, king ability is still there, but I feel like with this raged up multi-phone tower and the raged up Expo, this is going to be really tricky to come back. And right now, again, the connection is a bit strange right there, but at least he has no disconnect. That's already the good news. But we have the king picking up more percentage, but it's not going to be the face that they so badly needed to stay close to United Gaming, because the percentage lead is either way on the United Gaming side, and now it's even the stars which are in their favor. So, well, United Gaming, they could take a huge lead if they 3-star their next attack.
Yeah, unfortunately not able to get that one right there. Really wanted the E-Dragons to get probably a little bit further, but the backside Rage Up multi is a really deadly defense to have to encounter. And you talked about it when we saw the hybrid attack from Fluxy, where his hybrid just completely evaporated. And you said, like, the heal spell wasn't even really being used, or, like, wasn't even kind of, like, worth it almost, because the troops were dying so quick, and it wasn't even, like, healing them up. So, like, back end rage spells, if you leave them there, it's going to be really hard to push through, especially if you don't have any healers to try to heal your troops and your heroes back up in the attack.
Yeah, it's not easy with the hybrid, because they're kind of relying on the heal spells. But then again, I feel like all of those successful attacks right now are not using any heals whatsoever. I think the spell itself, as we have, like, with Tunnel 15 and maybe then in the future, having more and more damage inside the base. So it just needs some rework. I don't know if it's percentage heal or whatever the change might be, but right now, the heal spell is in a really, really bad spot. But what we see next is another recall charge, but this time not with any...
Wait, he put a yak on his queen.
Why is the yak on the queen? Yeah, exactly. What's going on there?
I don't know. Interesting. That is definitely Agent. Why is there a yak? Where's your no unicorn? Okay. Well, he's got a recall spell, but I'm not sure. Oh, well, did he want to drop all the healers for this queen and he didn't want a unicorn to be there, so he just decided to put a yak on the queen? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, maybe... Okay, recalling the queen earlier, I would have thought that he would maybe go for the X-Spells, but I guess that would have been too expensive. He just wanted to have this corner taken care of. And now he has the dragon starting on this right side, exactly where he started the queen at the beginning, the funnel, and having the queen now funneling this top side, and the dragons are getting pushed in. with the Slammer. Okay, so no blimp for the Town Hall Guard, but instead he has the Slammer, and he's relying on his Dragons to go for this Town Hall.
Yeah, he's going to rely on the path down there with that Warden as the Queen's making her way up towards the Eagle. It looks like they got a clean path towards the Town Hall at the moment. The Warden ability will be clutch to really protect him as more and more archers keep coming out of here. He poisons, pops the Warden ability to really protect him, but he's not going to protect through the Town Hall explosion, so that's going to do a lot of damage to his dragons here.
Yeah, especially as they're staying inside that Town Hall Poison. Take a look at that. So much damage from that Town Hall Poison.
Wow.
Now the question is, where is he going to add his king? He has to send something in for the multi-inferno tower as well, as otherwise all of those heaters are going down. So the Royal Champion may be somewhere around that area. He has 2 more freezes to use. Where is he going to place that? There is the... Oh, wait. Is he going to get that multi with the Dragon and Owl? This is just insane play right there. Perfectly done. Freezing the multi-inferno tower and the Queen. And this means that he's super flexible now with where he's going to place the Royal Champion.
Now he can pop Queen ability, take out the enemy Queen because he got no spells at this point. There it is. Enemy Queen goes down. Royal Champion comes down to the bottom side. Does find a couple ground skeletons in towards the scatter shot with that ground expo locking on the king, but he can come back alive. Now the biggest question mark is time. Only 24 seconds. He's got to use the Sneaky Goblin at a perfect opportunity, saving the RC ability for as the last moment so he can skip through as many buildings as possible, but it skips off, doesn't hit all the defensive buildings. And/or as the RC's making her way through, drops the Sneaky to the bottom side, but he's only got 8 seconds, and Agent pushing through, and time is not on his side. Agent with a 97% 2-star.
I think we need in the future a spell which is giving us like 10 seconds or something. Wouldn't be that a funny thing if you think about it? A spell which adds up time or something, or like a super troop active, or I don't know, whatever, but like some way of adding time to your attack.
The image of the spell should be the Itsu logo. So you don't get the 99s. you get 10 more seconds. There you go. So you add just a little bit more time, so you don't get those classic 99s, and you're able to survive. But yeah, I remember back, when was it? I'm sure the viewers, you guys at all at home know, or maybe you know, what was the timetable, or how long did it last when it was like the 30 extra seconds? I completely forgot. But I remember they tried it out, the 30 extra seconds. It was for a little bit, but then they took it back. So it was, yeah, always curious about that, Itsu.
Yeah, chat is saying there was Town Hall 11 back then, but I have to say, I have no clue if that is true. But either way, Carbon, get ready, because we see more Super Barbarians. This time around 28 of them. And the Super Archer Blimp to... Is he going to get the Monolith? No, it's not, right?
No, it's not getting that. It'll get the wall maybe in front of them, but you don't need that, as he's taking out the buildings around this town hall. Invest the last invis because he wants to try to take out the expo and the multi, but is he gonna get it? He gets the expo, he gets an archer down and the multi, more spring traps and multi. Come on. Does not go down.
I mean, maybe he can sneak in like one Hog Rider, or he could sneak in one Super Barbarian maybe. I don't know. Let's see if he can somehow make that work. But getting the Inferno Tower would be quite nice. The question now which I have is, where is he going to add the Apprentice Warden? Because he has the regular Warden with his troops already. So why would you add the Apprentice Warden even on top of that? There's another Hog Rider. Hog Rider.
One shot.
Is not getting it done.
He tried. He really tried. As he pops that Warden ability, runs right on past that multi-target Inferno, drops in wall breakers, trying to break into the core, but there is the Lava Hound here, unfortunately, which is going to slow this Queen up.
Wait, he's adding the Apprentice Warden just for the Royal Champion. That is an interesting move. I'm not sure about... I think I would have just liked to have 4 more Super Barbarians, but maybe that's just a personal thing. But Either way, we have not too many Super Barons left, and this one does not look good for ATS. Eagle going down, but there's still a scatter shot, Expo, and a defending Queen alive at this stage.
Yeah, that Queen taking out the ground Expo here, trying to grab some of these skellies around this area. But unfortunately, won't be able to get the 3-star. So this is going to put them to 9 stars, while United Gaming does have 10. So a 3-star, and they lock it up. A 2-star, high enough percentage, they'll lock it up as well. So unfortunately, ATS are going to fall short right there in that attack. But you never know. You know, if a 1-star comes in from United Gaming, ATS have the opportunity definitely to try to take a victory. But we're taking a look at the percentage. 78 right now overall to the total destruction percentage for United Gaming, and then we have a 73 for ATS. So as long as United Gaming get at least a 94, hit the 94% there, then they will be victorious no matter what.
Yep, that is right. I think if I remember correctly, it should be Stana attacking next for United Gaming, or taking last for them. As far as I know, I think he likes to do queen charges quite a bit. Let's see if that's going to be his strategy of choice, or if he's going to switch things up, as queen charges sometimes can be really, really risky with the Rage Tower meta, which we have at the moment. So you can lose your queen within seconds. It can be really, really dangerous. And, well, or if they're going to change up the plan, because you cannot really get like a 90+% 2-star with just a dragon spam. Like, it's not as consistent for that. But he's going with the queen charge, but he's adding the recall spell, so she's staying out of danger for most of the time.
So if the percentages are accurate here, I believe he needs just about a 76% 2-star for the victory. That would win by building if unless he's around it or whatnot. So roughly around a 76. If he gets in the 80s, it should be definitely enough to keep in mind here. As Stana is gonna pull this queen back and recall her. Is he gonna take out the king? No, he's just gonna pull this queen back. Imagine you accidentally pull that defensive hero, the king. Imagine that would be an interesting spell there. Like, get this hero out of here. I don't want. But
and
we're
then,
gonna have
the heroes
dragons
switching the side.
Yeah,
fighting for you then.
Oh, imagine. But as the dragons are now down, gonna push their way straight into the core as he wants his queen to go towards the right side.
Yes, the queen is all about getting out of those percentage buildings. But wait a second, the tornado trap is there, delaying the blimp a little bit. You have the blimp flying across now. There's the freeze, there's the rage. What is inside there? There's only loons. You just want to make sure the tunnel is going down. The Fern Tower, though, is not going down. 50% mark is getting crossed really soon. And this now means he's getting closer to this 2-star and around about 80%, which he needs to get.
Yeah, as he's continuing to push through, the town hall has been secured as the king is still yet to be deployed. As the wall break opens the wall, which can allow the queen to step in for the eagle, but she may just want to walk to the outside here. Does have a ground skeleton, is okay. Well, it's gonna come down to his heroes, and we know how much value heroes can get on their own, which is absolutely wild. He does wall break yet again to allow the queen. Oh, the wall breaker took down the eagle artillery. What an OP wall break right there. And now but the queen doesn't go into the core to grab the multi.
But I think this is even better for him. Like, yes, it most likely won't be a 3-star because of that. But again, he doesn't need a 3-star. The percentage points, they're on the outside. They're not on the inside where his queen was about to go. Now sending in the Royal Champion, surprisingly enough. Maybe not from the top side because he has only Barbarian to clean things up. Right now he's getting closer on the percentage level. Queen ability for getting the wall. Queen ability, come on.
And there you go.
Where's the queen ability?
And it's not going to 3-star, but it's going to be enough percentage to push them above the 94% overall. So you should see that 78 number jump up past 94. It is a 95. And the best ATS can get, if they 3-star, would be to get 20 more points added to what they currently have, which is a 73, which means the best they could do is a 93, which if they tied it up is not enough for the victory. So United Gaming is going to advance, which means ATS unfortunately are going to be heading home, but we will watch their final attack to see what they can come in with. And yeah, that's United Gaming came in as one of the kind of hottest teams in the Clash Masters in terms of offensive-wise, defensive-wise. Then they get pushed to 0-2, the brink of elimination, and they stay alive here. Going into tomorrow, they're going to have to win 2 matches. They can't afford to lose one single match tomorrow. If they lose a single match, they are eliminated. As now, the final attack here today is going to be the Zap Electro Titans.
Let's see if that is going to work as intended. Rage Tower and X-Bow, they are gone. So what is the next step? I'm not really sure where he wants to deploy the Flame Flinger, as this is typically what you're doing with this Warden Walk and the lightnings around the Town Hall. But the Ground Expo behind the Town Hall is always a big threat to the Flame Flinger. So maybe he just wants to get the... No, he actually plays the Flame Flinger to take down the Tesla Farm and the Mocha Fermenter, but I don't think the Town Hall is going to go down from this. So he needs to have some plan for that. Maybe there is something inside the clan castle, like super minions, which are going to take down the Town Hall. Let's see what is going to happen. But for now, I think the entry is working as he wants it to work.
Yeah, with this Warden taking his time through... Oh, didn't grab the Wizard Tower. It's low health. As Eagle's now unfortunately locked onto his Queen, as he's trying to get these Electro Giants to path their way into the Scatter Shot to move their way through. The Tesla's causing the Flame Flinger to keep going up there, as the Queen ability is unfortunately forced as he finds the Tornado Trap spinning around ground skeletons as well. As now the King is going down south with that Frosty to try to path his way into the Eagle. And out comes that CC of Archers. Lava Hound. Headhunter as well needs to get that jump spell with the Warden Internal Tome to push his way right through the core.
But that's always the satisfying thing. Having an Electro Titan attack versus a Lava Hound on defense. That is always the most satisfying thing. But wait a second. Exactly what I said happened. The Ground Expo is locking onto the Flame Flinger, and the Town Hall is not even close to going down. So I'm not sure. I think it would have been a really, really smart move to use super minions inside that Flame Flinger to take down then the Town Hall. But he did not. He just had a Yeti and an Electro Titan there, and I have no clue what the plan for the Town Hall was. Maybe he wanted to use the Royal Gem, but wait a second. The Royal Gem is already down at this bottom side. This would be a 1-star.
It is, unfortunately. It's not going to matter at the end of the day. Even if at 3-star, they would not have been able to get the victory. But... you know, they still went for it, and pops the RC ability, skips across here. Unfortunately, that Ground Expo, like you called, it did lock onto the Flame Flinger, preventing it from taking the Town Hall down, and that stays up. And yeah, maybe Super Minions could have been the call, so they can go for the Town Hall. But unfortunately, what he has here, not able to get it done. This will put them to 10, and 12 for United Gaming, 10 for ATS. And a great effort from ATS. Unfortunately, they are going to go 0-3, which means they will be eliminated from the Clash Masters Gold here. They will have an opportunity to try to get a golden ticket just like the rest of you later in game and some time from now. But in terms